strange way of going about it.
Statement, the Secretary of State for Work and Pensions, Secretary Damian Green.
With permission, Mr. Speaker, I would like to make a statement on the Green Paper published today by my department together with the Department of Health. This government is determined to build a country that works for everyone. That means an economy that serves the interests of ordinary working people. It means a society where everyone has an opportunity to go as far as their talents can take them, regardless of their background. And as part of that, it means creating a country where a disability does not dictate the path a person is able to take in life. Under successive governments, we've made good progress in improving the lives of disabled people. Laws have been changed, old attitudes challenged, understanding has improved. More disabled people are in work, 500,000 more than just 3 years ago. That's encouraging, but we need to build on that progress and do more to help disabled people reach their full potential. It's clear that for many disabled people, the barriers to entering work are still too high. That for people in work who get ill, too often fall out of work, lose contact, lose confidence and don't return to work. The impact extends far beyond the individual. Families suffer, the health service faces extra strain, and employers lose valuable skills. But most of all, it's a human tragedy. Potential is left unfulfilled. Lives are lessened. Of course, the health and welfare systems must support those that will never be able to work. It should offer the opportunity of work for all those who can, provide help for those who could, and care for those who can't. It is the help for those who could that through this Green Paper we will transform. First, within the welfare system. In 2010 we inherited a broken system, a system where there were too few incentives to move from welfare to work, and one where too many of our fellow citizens were simply taken off the books and forgotten about. Since then, we brought control and the right values back to the system. I want to recognise my predecessors, particularly the member for Chingford and Woodford Green, for his passion and conviction over the last 6 years to make that a reality. We have ensured work always pays through reforms like universal credit, while ensuring a strong safety net for those who can't work. Spending on disabled people will be higher every year of this Parliament than it was in 2010. But we need to continue to review and reform the system based on what we know works. One of those areas is the level of personalised and tailored support someone gets when they fall out of work. In the last 12 months, half of people who attended a work capability assessment were deemed too ill to work or even prepare for work at that time. They then routinely receive no employment support at all. It's not surprising, then, that each month only 1% of people eligible for employment and support allowance after an assessment leave. For a benefit that was meant to help people back into work, the statistics show it's not living up to its original aim. So we will build on the success of universal credit and provide more personalised employment support by consulting on further reform of the work capability assessment. We will also introduce a new personal support package for disabled people, providing better tailored support, including a new health and work conversation between someone on ESA and their work coach, focusing on what they can do rather than what they can't. We will recruit around 200 community partners into job centres to bring in expertise from the voluntary sector. And we will give young people with limited capability for work the opportunity to get valuable work experience with employers. These are practical steps and support the welfare system will provide for disabled people. Turning to the health sector, this Green Paper marks a new era in joint working between the welfare and health systems, between the Department for Work and Pensions and the Department of Health. It's about recognising that work and meaningful activity can promote good health. So we will work with Health Education England, Public Health England and others to make the benefits of work an ingrained part of the training and health workforce approach. We will also review statutory sick pay and GP fit notes to support workers back into their jobs faster and for longer. It's also about transforming the way services join up. We'll be consulting on how best to do this, as well as boosting existing joint services. For example, we're more than doubling the number of employment advisors placed in talking therapy services. It's right that we focus in on services like these, as mental health conditions, together with musculoskeletal conditions, are behind many people falling out of work. But this is not a challenge for government alone. So finally, I want to turn to the role of employers. Employers have so much potential power to bring about change, not just in their recruitment strategies, but in how they support their employees. We need all businesses, small or large, local, national or global, to use that power to deliver change. The fact is that as well as being good for health, it makes good business sense too. Sick pay for workers who get ill costs business £9 billion a year. Businesses are leaders in innovation and transformation. We need to harness that positive power of business to promote disability awareness. So we will create a disability-confident business leaders group to increase employer engagement in looking after the health and well-being of their employees and opening up opportunities to them. Now is the moment for every business to take a proper look at the relationship between work and health and what it means for their business and productivity. So over the coming months, we'll be talking with disabled people and those who have health conditions. We'll be talking to carers, families, professionals, and a range of organisations who are so important to getting this right and who, like us, want to see further change. Together, through this Green Paper and building on our work since 2010, we intend to deliver just that, to improve the way the welfare system responds to real people with health conditions, to see employers step up and play their part, to see work as a health outcome, and to see a culture of high ambition and high expectations for the disabled people of this country, because they deserve it.